Today we're going to be picking this cute little Kaba 6. MC's doing a giveaway, so this will be my giveaway entry. So, pick and gut a lock you like or enjoy. I'm hoping to do that part now. I'm going to click on 1, 2, 3 on the left. 1, 2, 3 on the left. And we're probably going to do this for a little bit. There's 1 on the right. I didn't even want to hit, but I accidentally hit. I got to click out of it. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Or there's back left, back right. Okay. And we're there. I'll take it. I apparently accidentally set these 2 pins on the right, which were barely a touch. I set that guy and then set these twice. Running my pick in and out. So you can see that's open. Lock it back up. I haven't gutted this thing, so let's gut it. What's it gonna take? Probably not this giant screwdriver I have here. And we'll see. Alright, so I picked this lock because it's a tiny little Kaba. And, oh, that's definitely not it. Where did my other screwdriver go? There we go, that's better. I like little locks. I think they're neat. And I like Kaba locks a lot. I found Kaba to be very intimidating when I first got into picking. But since then, we've become friends. We hang out all the time. I respect Kaba. Okay, do I have a follower that's close? That looks pretty damn close. Where's neutral? So I'm going to turn the plug to there. And I'm going to go this way and hope that this follower fits. It does not. So we will make sure the cut's on the bottom. I screwed myself up. Okay, there's out. So I'm keeping that up. Hey, why do you keep rolling like that? I don't like that. Happy little Kaba overset traps. And I feel like this is a really good example of the shenanigans that Kaba likes to do. And wouldn't take me 3 hours to gut and reassemble with 20-something pins in it. When I put my sides on the wrong side. So let's see if that screws me up later. Bold move, red tip. Let's see how that plays out. Kaba springs are notoriously springy in my opinion too. Sitting way away from my desk is not going to help me. Another thing I like about Kaba is it takes skill to pick, it takes skill to gut. It's a very skill intensive lock. So pretty much whenever I see one picked, I'm like really stoked for the person who picked it. That should be this side. And if it's not, that's a problem for future me, right? Oop, there we go. All right. So there's our core. One of the things I think is neat about Kaba is generally Kaba cores are drilled at the same time in manufacturing, which I think is really neat. Which is why their tolerances always seem so insane, because the core and this plug are drilled at the same time, and then they put a cover on the outside of the whole thing. You can see that moving a little bit. Let's see if we can hold one of these in tweezers and look at. Oh, this light's way bright. But it's hard to make out. But if I put it just in the right light, you can see that bottom edge. What am I doing? The bottom edge is just super tapered. This edge right there, you can see a little step. So that's what causes Kaba to have to get picked numerous times. As there's a little, you can see it pretty good on that one. Little milled edge. So when you set a pin, you just set it to the thinnest part of that tapered. And the core doesn't move because it's being held back by another tapered pin. You can see it on there as well. So a common tactic for Kaba is just to crank the ever-living heck out of tension. To fight the tapereds better. And then to go with it, you get these kinds of pins. You can see a nice spooled key pin on there, and that's just designed to be an overset trap, and it does a really good job. And more often than not, the diameter of these is like spot on. So you're battling a tapered, and then as soon as you keep pushing that tapered, you end up sometimes pushing a little too far, and you hear a click, or you feel a click and a little bit of core movement, but that's not you shear lining. That's actually you getting to this spooled section here. And then you get the full set of doom in Kaba, and you know you've done something wrong. So I like the lock because it's subtle. Everything about it's subtle. Core movement, progression, everything about it is very subtle. You don't even know you screwed up until it's too late, in which case, how much time did you just spend screwing up? It's a regular key pin. Another regular key pin. And yeah, it pretty much covers it all. You can see on our key bitting we had the left side was low lift, max lift, and I actually accidentally set these. Like I felt myself hit this one once, and I felt myself hit that one once, just drawing the pick out of the lock. And that was actually enough for those to technically be set. So that tells you how much they needed to move, which really wasn't far at all. Let's just throw one in here. Let's see what that looks like for science. Oh, hey. Another thing about Kaba is they're expert level to find them in the carpet when you drop pins and springs. So you can see there that has to get moved still. About a half a millimeter to a millimeter. So that has to get set. And it's designed to be overset. And let's throw, oh yeah, we got these two mixed up. So I'm going to swap those now. Because that should be all three on one side are actually the same lift height. And let's see how much travel that was. It felt like it was quite a bit. And that was the amount of travel the pin had to move on that side. Really not much. Tools used. Custom flag. Made myself a long time ago. It's got a good year of service in it. And a triangular Z-bar I use a lot for high pin count. And I just like the way it sits in the keyway a little bit flat half the time. And in this one, the keyway's tight. And it gave me essentially a depth adjustment, so I could get under or get next to. I don't know if you can see how that step there works. So I could pick from this side of the step and get under stuff, and I could pick from the other side of the step and be on level with it. So, I don't know. Kind of interesting. So yeah, story of why I like Kaba, all that. Kind of a lot of rambling in this video, and if you watch the whole thing, I appreciate you. Shout out to MC for getting this black belt, doing a giveaway. I'm very excited. And cheers to MC, cheers to everyone watching, cheers to you, Bendy, for sharing this lock with me. Much appreciation to everybody. Hope you all have a great day. Stay safe. Later.